Roger.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the stream or to the YouTube video if you're watching later. We are starting off where we finished off last week with the hot party about to fight a bunch of bandits in a windmill.
Is this a better volume, everybody?
You should be fine. We can hear you now, so that's good. Though we are picking up some background noise as well, but we'll deal with that.
Life noise.
I'm trying to show my family out. My mother and father were here for dinner, and I told them I had to log in. They needed to leave by 7 o'clock.
Get out of my house. No, you don't do. That's me. So yes.
I feel bad.
Sacred time of gaming starts now. Get out.
Quick recap. Have we got everybody? We're missing 1, 2, 3. We are missing someone. Who are we missing?
Finley, right?
Missing
We seem to
Finley.
be missing some pictures as well. Am I going mental, or are we missing avatars for some reason?
That's not good.
Well, one of them's not
Missing-
exclusive of the other, you know.
We're missing Finley's avatar. And, oh, no, he's in the bottom corner of the tower.
He was still outside doing his thing.
Yes.
We seem to be having some technical difficulties with the... Let me have a look at actual strum. Yeah.
I popped over just to look at the stream really quick, and the only avatar I see is the DM, of course, and Magnus.
That's it. It's and mine doesn't even seem to be picking up input at the moment, so I'm not sure what's going on there. That is a bit vexing, to say the least. Give me one uno momento, because I'm going to do...
Yeah, I see it working on my end in OBS.
Yeah, just for some reason it's not linked to mine anymore. Where are we? Have a small webcam there.
What was the programmer you're using for that again, or the website for that?
That's a good question, and the answer to that question I cannot currently remember. Let me blow up OBS and see if I can find out, because it should be reactive.
Reactive Fujitech.
Reactive by Fujitech. Let's I'm gonna log back in with Discord again and see. We may need to do that. I don't know why, but maybe something's broken.
God.
Maybe it's down because it's not loading me into Discord via that.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm seeing all the rest of us here as well, the whole group, and yeah, I'm seeing all of them in the sources.
Does everybody want to quickly send me the sources again, and I'll quickly try and reload them, because maybe it's just something that's gone kapooey in the
I can get them all here, I think, even.
I don't need to do that because I'm working, right?
Avatars. You're not actually working though either, though. You've just got a static picture.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Trying to load 27 things at the same time. This is always super fun.
No pressure, boss. No pressure.
It's just to build up
Got
for
yours, Magnus. That last one there is Magnus.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's yours,
Thanks, Sobith.
Baron's, and Magnus's. All right.
Yeah, mine by chance, Sobith.
Got it. Yeah, got it.
Oh, cool.
Sobith.
I'll trust the people who are more tech savvy than I.
Baron. Sorry to anybody watching with technical difficulties and all of that fun stuff. Magnus. Ulrich. They seem to have all been right, so did I do something? No. Don't really understand what is going on here. It is decided that it doesn't want to put your images in regardless of the fact that they're all right. It doesn't want to put my image in either. So it got me in the middle. So yay, look at me. Which I could do easily, but the rest of you, I'm not 100% sure, and I don't really want to spend the entire stream trying to work that out. See, I got a Magnus still in here. That's why you can still see you, Magnus, because if I turn that off, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, you're on the video. So yours is,
I am special.
yours is working, but not to animate, and everyone else's is just not working, so we're looking at black screen. So, awesome.
My warlock patron is making sure I'm special.
That's it. It's Warlock patron time. And for me, reactive isn't actually loading on the web page, which is a bit odd. I just end up with this white screen which circles forever. Wait a minute. Something may be happening. Something might be happening.
Oh, that's friendly.
Hello, sorry.
Says please log in again.
Hey, Finley.
Oh, come on.
Hello.
Enter the 6-factor identification codes and just... I can never remember where to find this stuff. Anybody remember where to find the 6-factor identification code?
Is that in Discord?
Yeah. Data and privacy, probably. Nope. I think it was there, but it's not. My account, streamer mode enabled. Well, that doesn't really help me with looking for stuff that every channel I go into says streamer mode enabled.
Mm.
I'm just sending a
You haven't
code
tried
to
to
my...
restart a Discord yet?
Yeah, I did that earlier. That's the problem. I am going to do this with my phone instead. There we go. There's the code. I was smart enough this time to set up. I had a thing happen. I had a different Discord account, and one of the kids basically used my Google account to do their Discord account. And when they did it, they actually they killed my ability to log in for authentication purposes and stuff. So I couldn't actually log out of my Discord account, or I could never get back into it again. And so I made a new Discord account, and this time I hooked it up to my phone, so if everything went wrong, at least I'd still have a way to get in. It's saying that it's loading everything now.
Something stupid.
But I still am not seeing everybody. Like, I'm seeing you on reactive now, all loading up when you talk, and me when I talk, but it's not actually transferring to here. So I might just quickly go through again. I'm really sorry for this slowdown here, guys.
I blame Finley. He was late.
No.
It's all his fault.
I think it's,
Oh God.
if anybody was Magnus.
I will take the
sound
blame.
issue.
I will take the blame.
I started the technical difficulties. It's my fault.
There are those that as soon as they touch the tech, it goes bad.
So it's the tenderness is wearing off on this.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it says it's fine, but
Do you have to run OBS in the background for that to work?
I am running OBS in the background. Or do you mean in the background? In the background? I don't know. I'm on a Mac, man. I don't know how that works. What do I need? Discord. Alright, so we're going to be running rough. We're going to be running rough today. My apologies. Everyone's going to have to imagine how awesome your characters look. Because that seems like a thing that I'm going to have to sort out at some point.
Yeah.
Because as I say, it's here. Maybe I need to get premium or something. Maybe that's the problem. I didn't think about that. I'm using the free model of this, so maybe I've reached the number of time that you can do that.
It did the exact fucking same thing to me.
Oh, you got somebody dropping F-bombs in the background there, Magnus.
Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and put myself on push to talk.
That might be an idea. This isn't exactly a
I was on mute.
This isn't exactly a family-friendly stream, but you probably don't need your family members being recorded for posterity.
Nope.
I would like to state I was on mute, and that was not my family.
Nope, that was definitely me. I'm on push to talk now.
What am I looking at? Just having a quick search. Yeah, it says it's a free tool, so I don't really understand why it's not working. But okay, we're gonna move on because we can't do much more than that. I did, if everybody notices, I did fix the level problem, so it does say the correct level for everybody on the stream. So yay, one problem fixed.
Yay.
Apart from yeah, that's
good.
it. Apart from that, let's get on with it. All right, so you are. Finley's back there, so let's do that. You are inside the windmill where we left last week. Baron has decided to try and stop a gigantic rolling millstone with his body. Definitely why clerics are wise and not intelligent. you know that there is probably at least one more person upstairs. You're not sure about downstairs, though you did hear some talking about downstairs and how they were glad they weren't there. So there's every possibility that there's downstairs as well. Those stairs, by the way, just you wouldn't have had a huge amount of time to look, but those stairs go up and down in the windmill. So you know there is a beneath you. You haven't really heard much yet, but there is commotion. We left it on Finley's turn, so you're still standing outside. Right now you can't, I reckon maybe you could see like the left shoulder of the guy that Ulrich's engaged with, but apart from that, not really much. That guy would have definitely 3/4 cover if you tried to fire at him from there.
Alright, hold on just a second. My Firefox decided to crash. So I'm reloading chart.
Well, I had to put the music on anyway. I had forgotten. We're going with ambush. You don't even know where that horse is, but it's somewhere. It's probably... What's the horse you've got with you? Clean Monda's horse that you saved?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. No.
Ivory.
Apple. Wait. Ivory. God, I knew it was white. Funny enough, I did not write that in my notes last session. That's silly.
I think I need to go down to the voice chat this time so I can see who's actually talking. Usually I'm looking at your avatars in OBS, but they're not lighting up, so I have no idea who's talking half the time. Magnus, do you want to talk again?
Hopefully you got multi-screens, so you can hear us all.
Yeah, I've got.
You can keep
two,
it
Oh,
open
am I not
reactive
working?
too.
I've got two
You see it in
monitors.
reactive who's speaking.
I already have
Mhm.
4 windows open. That's probably enough.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize it with the pop out that's in the stream that you guys like the player view pop out from Shard. If you minimize it, it disappears from the stream. OBS doesn't pick it up anymore, so I have to keep it up somewhere. I reckon that'd be, yeah, you could just about do that, because Baron would probably be about there actually, and
Okay. Yeah.
like he's blocking
Alright.
the stone. He's.
Yeah. Okay. I
I'll
was just
allow it for
testing to
this
see if I
very
had enough movement
cramped
to.
room.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna see if Finley can't bolt in, seeing as there's no way that he's gonna get line of sight on anybody where he is. So kind of tuck and rolling in past Baron here.
It's just like, don't mind me, I'm just holding the door. No, you go past him. You're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of whoosh. Border me. And then I'm going to see, as I take a glance at the situation here, would I be able to tell who is probably the most hurt?
Out of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Definitely
Out
the
of
one
the
that
bad guys.
Ulrich's facing. He's the one with, cuts and rents and bruises and.
What's that? This one right here.
Yeah, the one with the red circle around him.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna take a shot at him. Wait. I have a spell. Is it bonus action? It is a bonus action spell. So I'm gonna cast multi-shot. That allows me to take a shot at 2 people.
Yep.
You touch a piece of ammunition and duplicate it, basically. It also does extra damage, I think. Yeah.
On a hit, the target takes 2d8 force damage. This damage roll does not add any modifiers or bonus associated to weapon attack. So I think it's 2d8 instead of the standard.
Instead of instead of the regular damage.
Yeah.
That okay.
The second target, right?
Yeah, the second target. First target takes normal, second target takes 2d8 force. That's how I read it.
Oh, okay. So first target takes just the regular 1d8, and then okay.
Oh, Tobith is planning a ball bearing fest.
Okay, so yes, I'm gonna hit this guy first.
Yep.
Or try to. Okay, that's a 24 to hit.
24
him.
definitely hits. 100%. That's like, yep.
Okay,
Nice.
so 1d8. So
Oh.
10 damage to him.
Nice.
And then
How are you finishing
I'm
him
going
off?
to. Oh God. So with the multi-shot, it basically duplicates the arrow, and so I think it like wraps up the vines, and as that projectile shoots, it shoots him dead in between the eyes, and like vines wrap around his head as he falls back.
Nice.
And then I'm going to shoot number 3 with the second duplicated arrow. That's 12.
It hits. 12 is enough.
That hits? Oh God, okay.
These guys
so,
aren't really wearing much. They're really wearing like basic leather armor, so you know they're not really particularly well protected.
Okay, so 2d8 force.
That
6 force damage.
That could have been better, but that's alright. It still hurts.
Yeah.
He just gets this like force version of the arrow just like slam into him. And you're like, ugh.
Yeah. The vines from the guy's head whips back and just kind of like smacks into him with the little barbed vines.
There you go. That works. Now he's got little barbed scratches all over his face, like he just tried to walk through a blackberry bush. Anything else? You used your bonus action to do that spell, so...
Yeah, that was both my bonus action and my action.
Sem here is standing in front of your spiritual weapon. I don't. Can he move through your spiritual weapon?
Yes. It's just kind of floating there. It's spectral. You can move through them.
He's gonna move into the middle here to avoid attacks of opportunity, and then he's going to multi-attack. One with his mace.
Of course he is.
Rolling a 20.
Of course.
Against Ulrich.
Oh God.
Yes, that's right. Face me.
Does a 20 hit you?
Nope.
Thought you were flat
Just
20.
shy.
Oh, you're 21.
Oh,
It's alright.
wow.
The second one he's hitting against Magnus. And he rolls a 17.
That hits, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
I told you to face me, fool.
He's like, yeah, but it didn't hit you. We're going to hit this guy instead. So that's 7 bludgeoning
He's pretty smart.
damage.
7 bludgeoning. Ooh.
Which is you're not in the greatest way. You're certainly feeling the pain now there, Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say bloodied, but not critical yet. And that will be his turn. I think his mate is next, who's going to adroitly kind of step around his buddy that just got killed. And he will aim for you. The 16 is going to miss the first one. But the 17 is going to miss the second one. So living up to your tank status, you tank that damage. Now.
Very nice.
But wait,
I-
there's more.
I think you could do better than that. Come on.
From upstairs, she
Oh,
appears.
well, yes, of course.
And she is going to take one look at you there. Who's she going to get? Oh, let me see. I suppose she's going to go against you there, Ulrich. She sees you as the bigger threat. With a 24.
Oof. Yep, that hits.
Oh, gosh.
Fair maiden, why?
Well, she's got to go after the big tank, you know?
Yep, that's it. That didn't do the damage. Come on.
Damage.
7 force damage as this Eldritch Blast slams into you.
Oh, one of those. Okay.
Now, thankfully for you, she can only do the one beam at the moment. She's not that powerful. So that is her turn. But you've seen now there is somebody in the battlefield that can actually get you. So maybe sap your confidence a little bit.
Drop you down a small little pig.
Look over my shoulder really quick and like try to signal to the others. Like, get up!
Tobith, your turn to shine.
Yeah, that's no way to make friends with a stone baron. And I turn around and point at the cultist that's appeared, and I say, "What do you get when you cross a cultist and a millstone? Squished!" And I cast Tasha's hideous laughter on her. Or yep.
It's
All
beautiful.
right. Now, you'd think that, but she has advantage on those saves. What's your DC for that?
It says 11 there in the chat.
She passed.
Yeah.
Okay. She doesn't find my jokes funny. Fine.
Yep, no sense of humor whatsoever. She's just sitting there looking all stoic.
And Tobith, seeing that there still has some movement available, is it possible that he would be able to kind of slide under Finley there and try and ram something in underneath the millstone?
Slide under Finley, but I feel like slamming something under the millstone would definitely be an action.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'm going to run toward the cultist.
Alrighty. You are going to provoke an attack of opportunity from the thug that was standing right next to you, though.
Oh, number 2. Okay. No, is what it is.
Oh, 9. I think he missed you. Swing and a miss.
Yeah. I will say, Tobith did get a chuckle out of that one.
So it's like, I'm down here. I'm not up there, guy.
Okay, that's me. I'm done.
Alright. Baron. Alright, so let me get to the part in the book where the big rolling millstone is doing its thing. Alright, so I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from you. Hopefully, as a dwarf cleric and heavy armor and stuff, your dexterity is really high.
Sure. Oh dear God.
Could I, and you can say no, could I make the argument that I'm not trying to get out of the way to do strength, to like brace against it?
If only you had an anvil around that you could put in front of it.
Yes, you can do an athletics. But the DC is much higher than the dexterity one.
We will see then. Is the acrobatics to evade?
Athletics, not acrobatics. Athletics
Okay.
to try and hold it and push it back.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
They thought about that when they did this.
All right, I'm gonna roll it up and see what happens. I'm gonna burn my point of inspiration.
All right, makes sense.
Yes.
I would do that.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to roll
And
better than six. Come on, Baron.
Could I assume this is taking my action to do this?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, not better.
All right.
Oh, no.
Can I use my inspiration to have him roll a third time or no?
No, we're not doing it. Third.
Okay.
He failed the roll.
I
Come on.
figured as much.
I failed. It
I
is what it is.
But I want let's say, what are we gonna get? Because I'm thinking about this and how it's gonna go down. So you have put your hands out. You're trying like really hard to stop this thing from rolling, but it's a giant millstone. Like this thing weighs probably like half a ton at least, and you've just gone, I'm just gonna stop it.
It's brilliant. It was a great idea. Sure.
Best plan of all time.
Excellent.
Okay. So from Baron's perspective, he knows there's kids we got to save in here. He doesn't know if we can get this thing unstuck.
Yeah, no.
So his first thought is like we gotta keep an opening.
But I'm gonna get you to roll a survival for me.
Alrighty. See if I survive.
No. I mean, you're probably not gonna die from the stone rolling on you, but we'll see what's gonna happen
The
exactly.
first time.
Okay, bam.
Not bad at 22.
Okay, so in a panic, you can't manage to stop this stone. So you're like, it's rolling, and you're like, your feet are starting to go out from under you, and this thing's gonna like, it's gonna get you. So you're basically like in a panic. You slam one of your feet back into the door frame and just like put all your effort into it. And as you do, you tip the stone over. So I will get Finley, Rebov, and yourself to roll a dexterity check.
It's a good thing.
Saving throw. Dex save.
Yeah. Okay. This will be fine. I got a +7.
Rebov fails abysmally.
Not bad.
Nope, it's not fine. Can I use my inspiration?
You can use your inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't get crushed.
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I mean, 17's better than
Right.
10.
You both managed to get out of the way. Now, I'm going to say there, Baron, that you did like you did that, but you still get a little bit of damage. So you're going to
That's fine.
You're going to take 1d10 instead of 3d10 it would normally have been. So you only take 1 damage. You get a glancing blow and get scraped across the arm or something like that as you do it. But
Squashes his foot.
Poor Rebov there. You just tipped the stone onto him. So he's going to take the full 3d10 damage and he goes splat as the stone lands on him. Like it's literally he's
blood and
pancaked. Yep, just pancaked. There's just
everywhere.
blood coming out the side of the stone as the stone just tips over and lands straight on his head.
Baron is just huffing and puffing, just, "Whew, that was heavier than I thought."
Finley just kind of standing there kind of in shock, just like, well, that could have been one of us. Fine. Glad it was him and not one of us.
Well, it
Remind me
wasn't.
never to
So
argue
we're
with you
good.
about rocks, Baron. You win.
Quit playing with that wheel. Get over here.
I don't know. I think that's been the best attack this round. This guy did 20 flat damage with a giant rock. So
Yeah. That's a pretty slick move.
I would say that's probably your go. You don't have any bonus actions you want to use there?
I've got the spiritual weapon, but thematically, I think Baron is too out of breath to use it.
All right, that makes sense. So Magnus, it is your go.
Yeah.
Magnus seeing a giant boulder flatten the guy right beside him, having taken some damage, the stress of the moment. Magnus doesn't quite understand, but he does cast darkness on himself. So on thematically his chainmail, he is covered in darkness. So how do I land that on Magnus himself?
Is it only on yourself, or is it still it's still in the whole room?
So it says that it's a still 15-foot radius around me.
Yeah, it's just
sphere
centered
around
on
me,
yourself.
But I cast it. It's centered on me, and it's specifically on my clothes, so it would move when I move.
Yep. Yeah, so you just have to
The
physically.
stress.
Right.
Not really understanding how I've done this, but I have. And then the darkness would move. So I don't know how to center the spell on myself. To be honest with you.
There was something in the beta about locking stuff, but I'm not running in beta for this because there's issues with doing that. So
I'll move it with me. Does that sound fair to you?
yeah.
So the entire space is covered in darkness. I'm going to move up the stairwell towards the one person who's cast a spell that feels right.
Hey, can you? I'm assuming you
Eldritch
can
Blast.
see in this darkness, by the way, that you didn't just walk into a wall or anything. Like I'm assuming you had Devil's Sight
Yes,
or something.
I do have Devil's Sight. So for me, nothing has changed, but there's the stress of the moment I have cast darkness on myself. And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, use my Hexblade's Curse on the whoever this is who's come down the staircase.
All right. I mean, that would have been much
So
funnier if you'd just been like cast darkness and then ran into the nearest wall. But
It would have been pretty funny if you attempted to climb up the stairs, but completely missed the stairs and like. But yeah, cool that you can see through it.
just hear. Ah!
To me, everything is now just black and white, but I can see everybody within it, including Ulrich and Finley and everybody. But I'm just like stressed right out.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to cast Hexblade Curse on a particular person, but we'll say that it's cast on the
Well,
individual in the stairs.
you've used it, so
Yeah.
that should be.
It didn't come up as a casting.
Meanwhile, Finley can't see shit now, and he's just like, "Oh,
Nope.
fuck."
Finley, Baron, who just toppled a stone, all of a sudden sees black and darkness. Ulrich is now covered in darkness as well. Magnus is stressed out.
Just remember to add your proficiency to the attack and damage.
Will do.
Yeah. Damage. Yeah.
Will do.
But
And
proficiency to the damage and
yeah, and then if the person passes, then I get hit points, and I can
Yep.
figure that out.
All right.
And
is that your go?
that's it for my turn. Yep, bonus
Well-
action and action and movement. I moved up to the staircase.
Ulrich, you've just seen also a big thing of darkness. You're right on the edge, so you can still see. Fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna step over dead bad guy and kind of get myself here in the corner and then like attack this dude. Let me roll. I think I'll go ahead and. Oh yeah, if I hit this guy, I'm gonna expend slot to divine. The 19. Daryl, can you hear me?
Yep. Sorry. That was
Okay.
19. Definitely 100% hits. As I said, these guys are only wearing
Okay.
basic leather armor.
Okay. Roll my basic damage first. 6.
Yep.
And I'm only using a first level slot, so that's only
Nice.
2d8.
2d8.
Roll that. 14 divine.
Oh, it's not quite enough to
Nice.
kill him,
Nice.
but
nice.
he's
No,
definitely
close.
not healthy. He's
Yeah, that's actually the pommel strike. No, I'm kidding.
he's a bonus action jump and no, yeah. Baldur's
No,
Gate
that's my
3
go,
rules. All right, so that's your turn, and now it is Finley's turn. And Finley, you are in darkness, magical
yeah.
darkness. You can't see a thing.
Can't see shit. So Finley is going to momentary panic, reach a hand out to touch something. Probably it's accidentally smacks Baron on the shoulder or something. And
I was
kind
going
of
to say
like
either that or it's a HR incident. It's like, you weren't meant to touch Baron there.
He's like, oh god, sorry.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Can't see. So he's trying to like move around the space because he knows there's at least one other guy and then the lady that was at the top of the stairwell. So he's gonna try to navigate out of the wherever he can until he can see something.
I think the
Probably-
best idea would be to roll a d8 and then
Okay.
go in that random direction to try and get out of the darkness. Because it's not like you can see the edge of darkness either. That's the thing with darkness. It's not like you can, oh,
No.
there's the edge of the circle over there, or there's the light past that. You're just blind.
Yeah, for sure. He wouldn't know which way, but he's probably gonna follow the wall. So it's either in this direction or up toward the stairs. So one of those. Okay.
All right. Well, give
I'm
me
gonna roll
a 50-50 then. Like if you're gonna do that, just give me a d6. 1 to 3, 4 to 6.
Yeah.
If you're only gonna go 2 ways.
Okay, 4.
You go right. You go towards Magnus. You follow the wall up there and eventually run into Magnus.
So I'm gonna bump it into Magnus. Just like I can't.
Finley, up the stairs with me.
Okay. It's just I can't see anything.
What do you mean you can't see? I don't
you.
understand.
It's pitch black. I don't. Can you? Are you able to see? Because this is.
I can see fine. I don't understand what's going on.
I don't understand either. But I know I can't see. So I'm just gonna follow you. And
you do have a sense of where other people are in the room. Like your senses, being a sharpshooter and everything, would be well enough for that. So you could attempt to make an attack against either of the targets that you basically know where they are. It would be with a disadvantage.
So yeah.
And my proviso is always this: if you roll a 1, there's a chance you hit one of your allies instead.
Okay. So of course. So I'm gonna tell Magnus, duck. I'm going to try and hit her here.
Magnus is gonna
know that
duck while trying to aim the bow towards the lady.
Yeah. So I know that I'm on the stairs, and I know I saw her come up to the top of the stairs. So I'm gonna aim toward her.
Just imagining
Um,
Magnus's arm coming up and like just slowly pushing your arm across until you're in line over the like.
yes, yes. There we
That's
go.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Just I know she's in this direction.
Don't roll a one. Disadvantage. Come on. It's not that I want you to shoot Tobus. Ah.
Oh god. Well, 13 total.
Which is enough to hit her. You managed to get a arrow somewhere in her body.
Oh, all right.
Teamwork, Finley. Teamwork.
We got this. Okay,
Oh,
that's
my
12
lord.
piercing.
Okay, so
12 piercing damage.
how do you kill her while not being able to see her?
Oh my
Well,
God.
not being able to see her, I imagine like probably goes through like her neck or something. Just kind of,
Yep,
and
right.
so you can hear her like choking.
Yep, she's
Oh,
gurgling,
God.
spitting out blood. Magnus is watching this, just like, oh my god, this is bad. This is so bad. She's like coughing, and then just topples down the stairs.
Yeah.
Magnus is happy though. He gains 8 hit points.
There you go. Magnus is
I'm feeling
better.
rejuvenated and inspired by Finley's shot in the darkness.
It's like, this isn't weird or wrong at all, but that just made me feel so good when that chick got killed.
Finley just like, I hit her, right? I hit her, right?
You did excellent, Finley.
And
Excellent shot.
Magnus is like, yeah, you hit her. Drinking up that life energy. So wrong.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, I'll definitely say that is your turn. Rebrov heard some gurgling and stuff in the background, and he's pretty much panicking now. So he's just gonna go like, I surrender.
Beautiful.
He's not getting paid enough for this shit. Tobith, you'll go. You sensed more than saw the chick topple down the stairs in front of you. Like, you can still see, but you can't see into the darkness clearly. So you kind of heard gurgle, gurgle, thud, roll, roll, roll.
Yeah, she
All
slides
right.
down the stairs.
Well, I say, well, we've got a live one here. So who wants to ask him questions, or should I do my friendly Kender routine? Hello there, big guy. What are you guys doing in here, and why are you attacking us?
It's like, well, technically you attacked us.
Can't see
Technically, I
nothing, but he
walked
does
through
have
the
a
door and
point.
you tried to kill me.
All right, I'm going to take you guys out of initiative order. For now, we will finish that there.
Darkness is absolutely still up, though, I imagine.
I finished it,
For
so
for 10 minutes.
It's up,
Okay.
but it is up. But when I finished the combat, it got rid of the token.
Yeah. Yeah.
Magnus
So
will sulk in the darkness in the corner.
that's sitting there going, "I am the darkness."
I am one with the darkness.
I was actually going to do a whole Bane thing with got to her turn and did the whole I was born in the darkness thing. I even had the glass ready so I could just, I was born in the darkness. But no, you guys ruined it by killing her straight up, so don't get to hear it. Sorry, I got rid of him. He is still there. I will bug.
Repopulate.
I just want to add one though. He's pretty badly injured. His name's Rebrov. And yeah, he's like, you're like, why did you attack us? And like, no, you attacked us because you kind of did, guys. You kind of ran in and attacked them. But he's like,
Why is it still dark in here? Anybody? What's going on? Why is it so dark?
I have no idea. I can't see anything. And Finley's probably like got a hand gripping Magnus's shoulder, probably just a little too tight.
Magnus is just as
We're over
stressed as the two of
We're
you.
over
He's
here.
like, how can you not see? I mean, I can see, but it's like black and white, but I don't know where this came from.
No
Have you
idea.
seen a boy and his mother come in here?
But yeah,
And a man?
Yep, they're downstairs. They're downstairs. The big one with the beard and the other women in the robes. Look, just leave me out of it. I'm just the hired help.
Whoa, that sounds a little dangerous. I'm going to tie him up and use a bit of my rope and get him all tied up nice and tight.
He does not resist you. He's like, just don't kill me, or do kill them if you're gonna. Cause
I wouldn't kill somebody who surrendered. What do you think I look like, a rockhead?
I don't know. You guys are making it all dark in here and killing all my friends. And that one dropped a stone on.
Yep. No.
On the
No idea
bestie.
where the dark. Yeah, no idea where the darkness came from. I would very much like it not to be dark. It'd be great.
Looking at you
But
like you keep going.
But at any rate, we are here on a rescue mission. We didn't technically initiate the fight. We were trying to sneaking in. But what?
Sure, I think we did initiate that.
You
We
did.
we ganked one up top.
Oh, you're not. You know what?
You shot him. I shot him.
Yeah, you're right.
I
Right,
think
yeah,
we
yeah.
started this, but
We did.
Started
did.
it and
Now
finished it.
But Finley's player forgot that he shot the first person.
Yeah, you were
Right.
like, oh, look, a person in a window. I should totally shoot them with an arrow for literally no reason.
So is it still dark as Magnus comes toward us here?
Yes. So
Magnus
now
is
it's just gone
coming
dark
towards
again.
and asking.
Rip Robs.
Magnus can see everybody and is looking at Rip Ron and be like, did you start the fire? Did your team start the fire?
Who's talking to me?
Totally
Who's
forgot
talking
that
to
we
me?
did try the murder hobo approach.
He's
Buried in darkness.
he's panicking now. He's like, he's seriously like, who's talking to me? Who's talking to me? What's going on? What? Sorry,
Your
I
end
forgot.
is
yeah,
talking
Magnus
unless
moved.
you tell me.
Following.
This is really necessary.
It's gone all dark. Oh no!
Did you start the fire?
It was
A full-on roll intimidation check.
you can do so with advantage because it's just going pitch black. He thinks that he's gone blind.
16 intimidation to try to get him to
Yeah,
tell me
like
if your team started the fire.
He's crying, blubbering, and there's a strange sound and an expanding puddle on the ground underneath him.
Which I can see fully.
Yeah, you can see
I can
that
probably
he's
smell it, can't I?
he's just let go of all bladder control. But he's like, yeah, we started the fire, but she told us to. She told us to. Please, I just get paid to do jobs.
Who is she?
The one downstairs, the countess chick, like.
Tobith is swinging
And I
blindly
will-
with his 2-pack, by the way. Like he thinks there's another cultist around, so he's trying to hit the cultist.
I'm going to tell Tobith, stop swinging, you're going to hit me. Can't you see me?
No, I can't see you. We're in darkness.
Just,
All right,
Again,
we're going downstairs.
give me.
And I will head to the downstairs.
Just before that, just before the heading downstairs, go back
Sure.
to where, and I will get Tobith to give me a D8 roll.
Oh no. Okay. Perfect.
Tobith, you stole my money. If you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
It's alright. He just hits the wall next to him. He doesn't kill anybody.
Here, it's metal against stone.
Yeah. I just seen if you accidentally clobbed the guy in the head and killed him in the dark.
Oh yeah, I'm finished
Finish
him
him
off.
I was kind of thinking it was him because the darkness is here and he's the only guy I saw. So
Alright. So you're gonna walk off, and as
In
you
my
walk
darkness.
off, Tobith can suddenly see again. Everyone else is still in darkness, but Tobith is like, okay, it's become light again. That's weird.
now I can see, but it's
Finley's
dark where you guys all are, I think.
Finley's absolutely following Magnus. He's just like gripping Magnus' shoulder,
Can Tobith,
not knowing.
Tobith, can you give me an insight check, please? You realize, you're pretty sure now that the darkness is attached to Magnus, because like every time he walks somewhere, it gets dark, and he's the only one saying that he can
But
see
I don't
properly.
comprehend.
You're smart enough to understand that he can see in it, but nobody else can, so it's probably him.
Probably.
But I'm headed downstairs with my darkness.
Finley, unknowingly following him because it's dark.
Magnus, wait, hold up. Every time you get close, it goes black. Are you carrying a pocket nightfall there or something?
I don't know what you're
Fucking
talking
nightfall.
about. Everybody keeps saying they can't see, but I can see fine.
Well, maybe it's magic that you have. You know how I've been having some weird stuff happen with me, and since we've got here, well, maybe it's happening to you too now.
Weird things have been happening with me as well. It's yeah, the vines that sprouted out of my arrow just earlier. That was entire was about, but it was very handy.
I've been
This I don't know so much about.
So I think the
Magnus,
cat's out
try
of the
and will the
bag there,
darkness to go away.
Magnus, that you might have some
Sure.
magic.
so my response is I've been hearing voices, but I didn't. How do I have magic? I don't understand.
How
Baron
do
says God's talking to him, but I just hear voices and suddenly things are happening that I don't understand yet.
What
What do you mean?
Taking notes of you.
Well, right now we've got bigger fish to fry. We got to save somebody. Are you coming with me? Meanwhile, I'm in darkness and you can't see me.
However,
How
as
about
you
walk outside? I'll join you later.
walk down to the stairs, as you get under the level of like the head height, they'd all be able to see again, and they'd see the darkness slowly walking down the staircase. Finley, of course, is holding onto your shoulder, as previously mentioned. Is everybody following Magnus? Or the darkness, rather?
Yeah.
I knew he was grumpy, but I didn't know he had that kind of dark cloud over his head.
So I'd say as he gets to
Wait,
about
wait, wait,
there,
wait.
as he gets to about
Yeah.
there, the rest of you can start to see again, because it's like the darkness is kind of cut off from that
Mhm.
level.
Right.
And then you move down to here. And don't anybody... I'm going to move you to the top of the stairs there, guys, but you're still above at the moment. Just be aware that... that's the case.
Right.
So this is the
Mhm.
lower level, and I will describe before we get into it. The walls and the floor of the circular room are made of large stone slabs. The side of the room is lined with rotting broken chests and sacks that once held grains for production. A glowing magic circle with deep runes carved in the floor dominates the center of the room. Dark red candles are placed all around, many already melted but some still lit. Now, when you walk down here, only Magnus sees this to begin with, of course, because he's the only one who can see anything.
Oh, great.
Nice. Oh god.
You see
What the
what appears to be
Mhm.
2 dead people and 2 live people in the middle of the circle. You see a whole bunch of the cultists, and you see this guy. Now I will get
He looks
you
really friendly.
to roll a
Oh.
history.
I'm
You're
doing
talking to
it.
me?
Magnus. The rest of them can't see this yet.
Yeah. This
Everybody
isn't
else
gonna
is
go well.
blind.
Yeah.
You have
I
never
got 2.
ever
That's the
seen a creature that looks like this before, but it's tall and it's got a long beard and spiky skin and it looks really super evil. And horns. Those are horns. That's not a helmet. Those are horns.
If you will allow, DM,
Hmm.
I will use my telepathic speech, which I don't quite understand, but I'm almost speechless from seeing everybody in front of me, and I will relay to everybody behind me one at a time, to Ulrich, to Baron, and to Tobith through telepathic speech that they can't respond to me, but just that this is what I'm seeing, but I'm in shock and don't realize what I'm actually doing.
All right.
Yeah.
You've created a
So
connection with
all of
these
my
guys, and you've reached out, and you're like, oh my god. So
it's like one to them, but they can't talk to me back. It's just through telepathic speech, but they hear me describing, you know, there's dead bodies, there's 2 still living. I don't know what this creature is, but this is not right. This is not normal. This is nothing. I don't know what's going on. Even in my darkness, they'll hear that.
All right. So to give you the actual scene as it is, so you see 4 of these cultists, as I said. Now, one of them is dressed in slightly better clothing than the others, and you would guess from all of this that this is the Countess that's been mentioned a couple of times now.
hmm
They're kind of discussing things at the moment. They basically they're in the process of recognizing you're there. We're in that microsecond before they've realized, so they're kind of like having conversations. It's like a little bit like, so what do you do on the weekend? Oh, I went over that sort of thing going on. They're not really paying much attention. The big guy is standing behind the 2 living captives, looking menacing. Like, not like he has to try to look menacing, but he is trying to look menacing as well. Like, he's quite happy to be terrifying the shit out of them. And you would guess that from descriptions from Lord Monda that this is Lord Kieran Rumlin, his friend, that you were sent to look for as well. The one that had talked about the weird going-ons at the windmill.
Number 7, the person who's
Yep,
initiative
yep,
7.
yep.
Okay.
And 6, from the way that he's looking at her, you would guess is probably his wife or mistress or somebody he likes a lot.
I'll be relaying this to everybody through telepathic speech while mouth open but stunned by what I'm seeing.
Now you also there, Magnus, spy this knife in the hands of the big guy. And while you don't recognize it specifically, your connection, your sense of things tells you that this is a bad knife to be killed by.
Okay.
And you want to avoid that at all cost.
It does look like a really nasty blade.
Now, as you walk down, there's a big lot of darkness just appearing in the room. So, but this guy, that guy, looks right at you, Magnus, in the darkness, and sees
Uh-oh.
you in the darkness. And in a voice that sounds like it comes from the bottom of a gravel pit, says, "You will be disciplined for your intrusion, like the matrons disciplined the fool Lord Rumland for nosiness. Kill them all!" And as he says that, I will get you guys to roll initiative.
Ooh, fresh initiative.
Starting off with 20 initiative. There we are.
So, Finley, you still can't see anything, but you definitely heard that, and it sounded nasty. I think you've all...
Finley, 9 o'clock. Shoot! Shoot!
Whoa, that would be with like super disadvantage. Like, so I'd have to work that one out because you don't really know where these guys are.
Yeah.
And there's like 2 civilians directly in that path.
Yikes. Yeah. Okay.
Don't
so
shoot the hostage.
yeah. So Finley's going to turn in the direction that he heard that voice. Can I maybe? I mean, I'm familiar with navigating the woods, and half of that it relies on, sound and being able to determine direction in that way. Could I deduce the direction he is in that way and possibly take a shot at him, even at disadvantage?
Yes, you can take a shot at the guy. I'm trying to add a token. I'm just doing too much work on stuff that's not shot at the moment. My brain's just going.
Yeah, no worries. So
In
with that,
combat, how do I do this? We'll leave it at that for now. All right, I'm just trying to figure out how big the actual area of
the darkness,
yeah.
or
Darkness? Do you want me to
Yeah, if you're gonna
recast it?
recast it and put the token down around just so we can see what's being seen and what isn't.
Yeah, so we know exactly
Yeah.
what we're doing.
We'll try that. So it'd be about there.
All right.
okay, so the civilians are covered, but not the. But
Yeah.
of course, us being in the radius, we can't see crap. Okay. So I'm gonna try to take a shot at him. Just,
Finley's beside me, so I'm guiding the bow again.
All right. Remember, with disadvantage though, that's a nice roll, but unfortunately with disadvantage.
yeah.
My
Yes!
Yes. I was trying to click the disadvantage link
Wow.
as you were saying that. But total 27. Magnus helping
Alright.
steady my aim has helped immensely. Okay, so 1d8. Oh, max damage for 13 piercing damage on this dude.
Your arrow
Nice.
does max damage, but this guy just looks down at the arrow, and you can't see this, but Magnus can. He just looks back up at you, and he grins and it's like ear to ear,
Oh shit.
sharp teeth, like he's gonna kill you. He's coming for you, but you can't see that.
Oh god.
Magnus can.
Yeah. I just get this weird chilled sensation. Like, I don't know why, but it feels bad.
Anything else you would like to do?
I mean, I would love to cast Hunter's Mark on him, but at the same time, I don't.
Yeah, I think I think it does say you
I feel
a
like
target that you
I
can see.
need to have line of sight on him, and I don't. Yeah, I can't see crap. So,
Sorry, Finley.
yeah, so there's nothing else I can do. Yeah, creature you can see. Can't see shit.
All right. So moving on, Tobith, you're about
Or in the darkness.
part way down the stairs, so you're not quite at the level of the room itself. So to do anything attack wise, you would have to move down somewhere.
Yep, I do.
Now I'd say you've got a fairly good feel of where everyone and everything is, so you'd realize when you'd got to Magnus and kind of realize that the darkness seems to be around him. So I don't have too much problem with you trying to work your way out of it now.
Okay. Well, I can't quite get all the way out of it, so I'm gonna get to here. And then I shout, with a beard like that, I'd hide in the dark too. And then I try and hit him with my
I don't think
hoop hat.
I'm not even really sure you'd know what he looks. Oh yeah, he did tell you what he looks like, didn't he? He did give you the.
Yep.
Yeah, Magnus did give a description.
I mean, you're gonna hit him with the stone from the hoop pack.
And
All
doing
right.
and doing it taunt.
All right.
Don't hit the civilians. Don't roll it out one.
So do that taunt there first,
Oh,
and then I'll try and hit him.
All right. So taunting him. What does he need? It's
12.
Yeah, 12 was.
yeah. No, he's fine. And
Man.
your
Probably no hit.
12 does not hit. You hear the stone clatter off the wall behind him.
Darn, glad I lost that stone.
Well, if you're still alive at the
Yeah.
end of this, you'll be able to get it back.
And maybe some extra stones from the walls.
Maybe. New stones. Well, the good news is it's his turn now. That's not good news for you guys, but for me, that's great news.
I was about to say, it's like, are you sure that's good news? I don't know. No, I don't like how you're measuring distance there.
That's not me. I don't know who.
Oh, that's
okay.
me.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't like that.
This guy moves straight across to Magnus, realizing that he's the source of the darkness, and yeah, his beard attacks you.
Reaction attack.
Oh, that's fun.
What in the world?
Oh, you've got your polearm master. Yeah, you go first.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't hit.
Bugger hell.
So 14
Fair enough.
against your armor class.
Miss.
His beard goes at you, but you like quickly duck out of the way as somebody's beard attacks you. Like you're like, their beard? Who does that? But then he swings around with the dagger, and you're pretty fast.
Oh god.
Thankfully, and it misses you. And you feel great that it missed you because you feel like it's just it's even more yucky. Like that's the only word for it. Is it's the feeling as this blade goes past you is like, I don't want to be killed by this. This thing is bad. So I'm just checking out his. And then he tries to punch you.
What?
With a 17.
That's gonna hit.
Be attacked.
But he doesn't punch you once. He punches you twice.
Oh.
With a 16.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Both
So,
hit.
You know,
Ow.
So that's a 6 and a 5 in damage.
11 points of damage. Oh, Magnus is not happy.
Oh dear.
And you realize that this guy is serious business. Like this is the guy. Like you're pretty sure now with how easily the two cultists upstairs went down. I mean, you shot one and she fell out of a window and died, and you shot an arrow into one and she died straight away. That they're not particularly powerful creatures, these cultists, but the guy in front of you, he pretty powerful, and whoop. Oh, you just blinded yourself. Okay. Yeah. You might telepathically want to let somebody know about that.
I mean, if you would let me, I'd do that on their turn, but if I have to wait till my turn, I can use that as a. I'm more screaming, ow. Everybody hears this in darkness is, that hurt! Watch for his knuckles!
Alright, so preferences. Players can only view their own characters, display complete, abbreviate character names. There we go. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's so much better.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, the thing to always remember is that while I convert a whole lot of stuff, I very rarely get to play. So there's a lot of these little tiny things that I have no idea about because I don't need to use them ever. Like
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, you don't mind. I hope you don't mind me suggesting stuff then
not
every once in a
at
while.
all. Not
Yeah.
at all. It actually helps me with the converting as well because like I convert
Yeah,
on
yeah.
I can convert on 5 different platforms. It's like I haven't played on all of them.
Yeah.
All right. So it is the countess's turn, the one that's dressed in the better robes, but she can't actually see anything. I was only joking about that. I was born in the darkness thing before. These guys can't see through your magical darkness.
Beautiful.
So she just sees this big guy walk through, and you hear her go, "Eldon, what are you doing? Where is this darkness coming from?" And you get the idea his name is Eldon. And honestly, that's her turn because she can't see a bloody thing. So now it's Magnus's turn, and you can see, and you got this big guy in your face, and he's like, he's about 10 foot tall. He's not small. He takes up a lot of the room.
Okay. I'm going to try to circle around him. So I won't leave his attack of opportunity range. Moving the darkness just a tickle. And I will strike with my glaive and booming blade.
All right.
So I'm striking on him.
A
15
will do it.
All right. 8 slashing damage, plus he is now covered in thunder electricity, if he moves. And then I will also then do the butt end of the attack. 17 to hit. And another 7 bludgeoning damage. And do I risk the attack of opportunity? I have 7 hit points. I've moved what? 5, 10 feet maybe. I'm going to risk the attack of opportunity and move 15 more feet, which would then center the darkness here. So it covers most of the people we're fighting and not my allies. But that's up to his attack of opportunity if he decides to take it.
Of course he. I mean, I'd love to say he just stands there and goes, I'm not going to do it. But of course he.
Goodbye.
Like, all right,
Tweedledee, Tweedledum.
Come on, Betsy. Don't kill me while I walk
really,
away.
really. Oh, sorry, man.
Oh no.
And the darkness.
Oh god.
The darkness
guess-
is gone.
The darkness,
The darkness is gone, and I would have collapsed beside him. So I would be back here, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But the
Yeah.
darkness is gone. For everybody else, the darkness is gone. The good news is that was his dagger. And by good news, I mean not good news. That was his dagger.
Oh, Scheiße. Oh, Sizer.
Oh no. Oh god, what does the dagger do?
Oh,
We'll get to that.
Oh boy.
That's not ominous enough. Hey,
Well,
Baron,
now that
you saw me
Finley
die?
can see, he's taking in this the visual of this and just almost wishes he couldn't see.
Yeah, so what you've seen is this dagger blow that has just left this line of like black putrefying flesh across Magnus. It doesn't look good, and we'll get to that when we've done our death saves. So, the lady on the chair is sitting there with a gag in her mouth, going, tears down her face, snot dripping out her nose. She looks truly terrified. Look at the other two dead, who are both lords of some variety, like you get from their clothing, but they've both had their hearts cut out, so they're very dead. And by the black putrefying marks around the wounds, you would guess with that dagger. The guy next to her, who you assume is Lord Rumlin, the one that Monda described to you, is also quite terrified. He's trying to be stoic about it, but he's, yeah, sitting in a puddle of his own making. Yeah, now it's one of the hags, and she is going to do what all good hags do and cast Eldritch Blast at Tobith. Which I'm assuming a 20 hits against your armor class.
Until I use my inspiration point.
Sorry?
Can I use my inspiration point to avoid that? Or have you re-roll?
Is that a normal thing? I don't think I've ever heard of anybody doing that.
That's Tobith for you.
I mean, I've heard of rolling your own, but not making somebody else re-roll. Just give me a. I'm gonna go to the interwebs to see if there's a precedent for that.
Speaking of that, Tobith, making me think I should have cast Shield on myself as a reaction to his reaction attack.
We all live and learn. We all live and learn.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah. Rest in pieces.
Yeah, it doesn't
Our
look
dear
like I can. I'm
Magnus.
just looking here. I don't think I can do that. So anyway, I'll take the damage.
Yeah, no, that's looking at it. There isn't a
It's for mine.
precedent for that. But that's all right. I mean, it's worth asking the question. That doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing is, you did 1 damage.
Woo!
1 force damage.
Yeah. Ow. You're just like, ow. Did that leave a... No, it didn't leave a mark, but ow. That'll probably
Are you
bruise.
applying that damage, by the way, or do we do it?
I already did.
Perfect, thanks.
Yeah. That is her go. Baron, you're not blinded anymore.
Yippee. All right.
You would need to move a bit,
that.
move down a little bit at least to see what's going on. I'd say you could avoid. Oh no, actually, he's already taken an opportunity attack. Not that you really know that's how things work, but Elden Lobo can opportunity attack you again.
Very here or say like one of us needs to get to Magnus. I probably can, but I believe you have more of the healing touch.
Yeah, a little, yeah. I'm still wondering why the squishies went down before we did. And he's gonna just give Alric a grim nod and charge him.
I was just following
Question:
Magnus.
how much of this like is open? Like, could I jump off of the stairs?
From about where Finley is down, yes.
Okay, and that'd only be what, a 5 foot, 10, somewhere in there
5 foot at the
drop.
most. You wouldn't take any damage from it. You might.
Okay.
You might get.
In that case, I
my
will.
dwarf knees.
Yeah. Actually, no, I probably couldn't. That'd be silly. I was contemplating just going prone and trying to like reach down to like slap a cure wounds onto Magnus, but that's a little silly.
That's hilarious. I love that. That's amazing.
It's silly because I could not see this like proud dwarf just like
Fair enough.
dropping on prone, just reaching down to. Instead, he's going to just take a quick look and step right on top of Magnus, and as part of like steadying himself, he's gonna plant a hand on Magnus's chest and pump a cure wounds into him.
All right.
And we'll do this at second level.
Alrighty. I'm gonna get you there. I'm gonna move you there because I can't put the heal on him while you're standing on top of him.
Yeah.
But you would also end up there because you can't end in his square.
Yeah. And
No teabagging people.
Oh, teabagging people. God damn.
Well,
Not your own party members. Feel
Taking
free
all
to
the fun out
teabag.
of D&D.
Feel free to teabag the enemy.
I don't really have anything for my. I assume it's been enough time that spiritual weapon is down.
How long does it last for? Like a minute?
Yeah, it lasts for a full minute.
Yeah, I'd say it would have been a minute.
I think I
from the time you
had
tied that guy up
8
and then you
turns
walked down
left,
a turn. Like, yeah, but tying the guy up, talking to him, and all that sort of stuff, that would have taken the best of a minute.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. In that case, I will just end my turn in a defensive stance, kind of shielding. Actually, we've got these hostages here. This is dumb, but I feel honor bound to protect them. I'm going to step right here.
I mean, it
and
is kind of
interpose
why you're
myself
here.
between them.
Like, you're
Yeah,
here to kind
yeah.
of
Yeah.
save them, so yeah, makes sense. Ulrich, it is your go. Oh, you were done? Or
Okay.
you went? Were you not
Oh no,
done?
no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
okay. Ulrich, you can see now,
Yeah,
which is great.
yay. So great.
As cursed as this village is, yes.
And all it took was killing Magnus a little bit to get rid of that darkness.
We'll remember that
Sure.
next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're stressed out, everybody. I was stressed.
No. Just smack him a few times until he drops the concentration on it.
Drop it. Drop it. Drop the darkness. Drop it.
Smack! 1 damage.
Yeah. I want to move it away so I can get past Finley, and then like I guess, however it works, jump here to get in front of this guy.
Yep. You'll be fine.
Boom. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm also going to take a bonus action to.
I might
Yeah.
just do. Sorry, I'm just gonna move everybody a little bit because it's a little bit like let's go
Perhaps. Yeah.
like that. And you weren't in range, so I'll move you back just because on squares is better than everywhere.
Yep.
All right, there we
Yeah,
go.
for sure.
Okay, so I move there. My bonus action is I'm going to cast Wrathful Light. So if I do end up hitting this guy, it'll be some extra damage.
All right.
Let me cast that. All right, and I'm attacking with my longsword. Use. That would be.
It does not hit.
Ah, dang it. All right. Dang it. All right. Well, good news is I still keep the Wrathful Smite for at least up to a minute. I'll have to concentrate on it.
You're on the stairs. I'll give you it. Yeah, all right. Flanking.
All right, I'm gonna roll again.
Just hit the advantage button.
Okay. Let me see. Where's it? Right here. There we go.
That's you hit.
Okay. Regular damage first. This is 6. And additional.
Now,
Okay.
what does Wrathful
So
do?
I did one. Yeah, so 1d6 of psychic damage, so he takes 3 psychic. Then, additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me until the spell ends.
So he fails the saving throw, but he's still not frightened.
Okay, cool. Booga booga booga. Oh, I thought that worked.
You get the feeling that this guy is not actually frightened of anything ever. He's the thing that frightens other things.
Okay. Well, that's my turn. I'm gonna stay there and kind of like start going into a defensive posture, and he decides to come after me next.
Yeah, not sure I'm going to roll with that, but we'll see how we.
What are you, demon?
Roll me a history.
16.
You have never seen one, but you know of these from an ancient book you once read in the library of one of the keeps you were at, and you know that this is a bearded devil.
Devil.
But this one seems a little bit different from the ones you saw described. More like a monk you once met. So it seems like if a devil went to a monastery, this is what you'd get. Now, witch servant over here, number 13, is going to shoot off an eldritch blast as well at Ulrich.
All right.
Nope, she whiffs it. And then number 14 is going to slash at Baron with her dagger and rolls a 19.
That will just meet. I'm actually gonna use my reaction though.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Stone Aegis. As I see it coming at me, I'm going to reach down to the ground with like a scooping motion with my free hand and mend the rock onto me, forming like a barrier around my forearms and my chest.
All right, and that
And
increases
that
your
will
AC.
add +2 to my AC, and I'll modify that extra bonus +2.
Which makes it not hit, I'm assuming.
Yes, that'll
Right.
make it a 21 AC.
All right, so she hits your stone, and then she's like, "How did that work? That's weird." Okay, never met stone when I stabbed someone before. Stabbed heaps of people. And so we're back at the top of the round. Finley.
Oh boy. Well, I can see his ugly face now. I don't like it. But I'm also within melee with him, and I also don't like that.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna look around the room, and I don't want to get an attack of opportunity from this guy. So, I'm gonna stay where I am. Maybe kind of move this way to the bottom of the stairs carefully.
Now, to meta this, just so we're clear, I know there's some contention on this rule sometimes, but the rule
Okay.
is that reactions recharge at the start of your turn, not the start of the round.
Right. And he's already used his reaction.
Now, that is very meta, but I don't mind that one in terms of positioning and stuff like that, so you can move where you need to move.
Think of right. Think about what would Finley do. I think Finley's just scared and doesn't want to get hit by that nasty looking dagger. So he's gonna move to the bottom of the stairs here. And try not to draw attention to himself and take a shot at one of these guys over here. These witches. Because those Eldritch Blasts, while certainly not nearly as deadly as this devil, aren't great. And I feel like Finley would feel pretty confident in being able to take them down. I think he's going to cast multi-shot again.
Ooh, let's see if he can take 2 out at the same time.
Let's see if he can't take 2 out. So I'm gonna shoot my bow. 13.
I believe that
To
hits
hit.
these guys. Yeah, that hits. Yep.
Okay. And the first one is just the regular 1d8, right?
So yeah, your regular damage.
Okay, 11 piercing
All
to
right.
10.
So how do you kill her?
Like sweat pouring down his brow. He just furrows his brows and concentrates on shooting her right in the chest. Right for the heart, making no mistake. And then as the arrow hits her, vines sprout out from it and shoot out toward 13 here.
Yep.
12.
Still hits. These guys are wearing robes. They're not wearing armor. They're just wearing robes.
I would literally have to roll on that one to miss, apparently.
No, if you rolled a 2,
okay,
you'd have missed.
Okay, that's fair. 2 plus 9, 10. Okay. Here's the 2d8. Okay, 12 force damage as the vines just shoot out from the other one and
she dies too.
Wrap around her.
You just killed 2 targets at the same time. So well done.
Nice.
Well, thank you.
The other 2 look quite surprised that their 2 compatriots have just gone dead. One with an arrow straight through the heart. She was dead before she even knew it, and the other one, I'm assuming, just like probably had her throat slit by the vines coming out and slashing across them. So she's gurgling out.
Yeah, just wrapping around her throat.
Goes all like blue and purple and shit, and it's like it's quite distressing. Like if you were worried about her, you'd be like retching a bit from what you just done to her because it was terrible. Anything else? Because that was your bonus action, wasn't it? So that's probably going to be it.
Yeah, and that's going to be it for Fenley.
Tobith, no more targets over in that
Tobith.
direction.
Yeah, Tobith is swinging his hoopak in the air again. He's going to try and hit the bearded thing, and he shouts, "Hey, Beardzilla! Let's see if you can dodge something faster than your razor."
Well, that hits.
Okay.
19 damage. Woof.
Sneak attack.
You've actually
And
got
then
him
Nice.
bloodied.
he runs around to the back here, so that he's actually to here, just so that people can't see him.
All
You'll
right.
have to see it.
Alrighty. Yeah, nobody can see you because you're behind the stairs.
I thought.
It is, however, Alden's go now, and he's feeling a little pissed because these people keep doing shit to him. And he really feels like sharing the love with all of you. So he looks at Finley.
Oh, that's fun. That's great. Yeah.
And he rolls a 15 against Finley's armor class. Does that hit?
That barely misses. Yeah.
That misses?
Armor class 16. Yeah.
Alright.
Thank God. For now.
Then he turns around and he lashes out with his dagger. Whoop, misses again. Then he turns back. So
I'm on the ground pretending to be dead.
I did this in order: Finley, then Ulrich, and then he's turning around to hit Magnus. And I'm sorry, Magnus. 17.
That's gonna hit, and I would believe I'm still prone on the ground. He would have advantage on any melee
Oh
attacks against me.
shit.
All right,
Oh,
well,
yeah, that's right.
just making sure I didn't roll an at 20.
Whew.
He only does 4 with the first of the 2 unarmed strikes that he does with his flurry of
I'm
blows.
still conscious. Oh, Shizer.
For now. Don't get too excited. You got one more.
Oh,
God.
All right, so rolled a 21 on the second one.
That's gonna hit.
Does 7
Oh,
damage.
less than 7. Less than 7.
No, you did
Oh,
7.
no! Oh, God. Oh. I'm on the ground and get punched in the face and knocked out again.
And he's
At
like,
least
this
it's in
is
the
how
dagger
I'm
this
dead.
time.
yeah, it wasn't from the
Oh.
dagger. Thankfully, that wound healed. But he does look at you and like, and stay down. As that's the end of his
Actually, you
turn.
know what? I will cast shield, which gives me +5. I'll cast shield as a reaction. Because depending upon how you look at it, I have not used a reaction since my turn. And I was reawoken. And a shield will give me +5. So I have a 20 AC.
Against which one?
So shield lasts until it's my turn again.
Right.
So it would be a 20 AC against the last 2 punches. Because the first 2 attacks missed. So it's the 2 punches. So 1 punch, I think, was less than a rolled a 20.
Yeah, and the second one was 21. So you'll get 4 health
Plus
back.
4. As long as I'm still conscious, I'll accept that. And I have an AC of 20 until my turn.
All right. There you go. You managed to miss the first one, but the second one he gets you full in the face, and now your nose is bleeding everywhere.
Fair deal.
All right. Just seeing. Sure, he doesn't have anything else that he. All right. So he's going to spend his last key point to take a bonus action to take the dodge action. Now it's Countess. What's her face?
Isn't Flurry of Blows considered a bonus action? You can't take 2 bonus actions.
Oh, actually, that's true. Very true. Thank you. Sorry, I'm having a mental. So he didn't do that.
Sorry, I just
No,
try to help
that's all
us
right.
as best as I can from the ground.
I'm trying to kill you, and it's not really helpful that you keep trying to like not get killed.
Totally fair.
I find
Totally
it.
fair.
I find it very helpful.
All right. So I am going to need a Constitution saving throw from Baron.
Alrighty. That's not great.
Nope. You take 1d12 poison damage as she puts earth her hand and sprays you with poison in the face.
Alright.
Oh,
In the
nasty.
face.
Luckily, I have resistance to poison damage.
So you take half. Take 4 poison damage as she sprays you in the face with poison. um, Alright, so that's Magnus, it's your go. So your shield is now gone.
I am so in trouble. I
Uh,
have.
you should totally try and move away. Like I'm not saying for any reason. You should just try and like move away. Definitely won't be an opportunity.
The problem
attack.
is, I have to move away because I have like no hit points, but I have nothing to help me move away. I have no spells left. Okay.
Could
So,
always use
I
your
mean-
action to disengage. You could always use your action to disengage.
Yeah.
as long as this guy doesn't have Sentinel.
That is true.
You don't know.
I have no option, so I'm going to action disengage and then try and get away, and I will try to back away to the corner.
You managed to get
And cry.
away. He doesn't have Sentinel. I was just messing with you.
And that is my action, and I have no bonus actions.
Sorry, I'm a meanie, I know.
I believe. Oh, listen, I ran into that myself. So, that is it for me, and I'm just getting away. And I am actually, I will crawl away, trying to like stealthily crawl away, and then I will stand up once I'm far enough away from him, and then I will stand there, and I'll pull out my glaive, and I will look back, and I'll prepare for anybody who comes near me as I am spitting up blood, and in not a good way. And that is the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Good way to extricate yourself. She's trying very hard to get untied from ungagged, but is still tied to the chair. He is in the same position. This is Baron's go. Baron.
All right. They've got the guy over here. Well, you know what?
Yeah, sure.
I need to stay where I'm at. I think part of me wants to take Magnus's spot and get over there, but don't know how well that'll work. So I'm gonna take out these two. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity. But I'm gonna spend my bonus action to keep my Stone Aegis up. It doesn't spend another spell slot. I can just bonus action to keep pseudo concentration. It's not actual concentration. It's just I can spend a bonus action and extend the duration.
Alright.
So they'll both get attacks of opportunity.
They both do, and they will both take them. She rolls a 7, which is going to miss. She rolls a 20, which is a critical hit.
Oh,
I'm assuming the 23 definitely hits, and the 20 is a crit.
yeah.
So She does a whole 4 damage to you.
All right. And
An absolutely powerful critical hit.
Yeah, what was with the dagger? I mean, she's just like going, eh. She just managed
right.
to like slightly poke your kidney with it.
yeah. Well, Baron will kind of grit his teeth and look between the both of them and look at the devil, and he's just gonna say enough, and he's gonna cast Templar's Bellow. I need all 3 of them to give me a Wisdom save.
Just the bad guys?
Yes, specifically hostile creatures.
Alright. Wisdom save 1 from the
Also,
Countess is a 5, so she fails. Wisdom save 2 from the other is a 16.
they will just succeed. Mine is 15.
And from Eldon, so that is a magical effect, isn't it?
Yes, it is a spell.
Well, he rolled 19 and he rolls those with advantage, so he rolled 21. He's not.
All right,
he's
he'll
not
still take
affected.
half damage. The bigger thing is that, and I don't know how you'll rule this, but each friendly creature, I'm assuming since we're contracted to help these fellows, they're friendly in this instance. They are magically set upright, so I assume since they're prone or bound, would that maybe unbind them since they're magically set upright?
Reading the spell, it says one of the following effects: either you attack your enemies or
Oh,
you
it's not
rise
both. I'm
above them.
silly. I'm
Okay.
silly. I'm silly. Yep.
Okay, cool. Because
Sorry,
the
Darren.
way that was gonna rule would have been quite bad for them. Because like if they're just like magically set upright, magic doesn't give a shit. So they would have been like, just magically set upright while still
Yeah.
bound.
No,
So like
that's fair.
Through the ropes.
yeah, just like
But
my arm, it's broken.
roll this up. Not bad. 7 radiant damage on the one that failed, 3 on the rest.
Look, I love that interpretation. You stood upright. Your arms are connected to the rope.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I missed that part. Spell's not as cool as I thought it'd be. It's like, oh man, that's sweet. There's like a buff and a little bit of damage. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I was a
But
bit like,
for
that's
it to,
pretty powerful for this level, but yeah, that makes more sense. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing with magic, though, like, that I think a lot of people miss. Magic isn't a thing that cares about the way a thing is done. It's like, that's like the wish spell, everyone wants the wish spell, but it's like, possibly the worst spell for
yeah,
if you're not real careful with how you say it.
Yeah.
I want
The whole
Yes,
phrase,
sir.
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I want a million
Literally.
gold. A million gold falls on you. There you go.
Yeah.
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 And crushes your body into oblivion.
I want to be the richest man in the world. You have 1 gold and everybody else has no money.
Oh,
but seeing that
Wow.
was not as effective as Baron hoped it'd be, he's just gonna like drop his head a little bit and walk back to his spot.
In shame.
Don't Baron.
I think it was still.
Just doing a little walk of shame back to in front.
It still did damage, and the Baroness is not looking real well. It looks like it quite severely hit her. So, damage is damage.
Yeah,
Ulrich,
true.
your friend Baron just walked forward and got. "Roar!" And you're like, okay, cool. That didn't do a lot,
Yeah.
but it did something.
Yeah. We'll continue. It's like, will cast you back, demon, and like attack.
He says, I'm a devil, not a demon. No, he doesn't really. But...
Yeah, I'll cast you back, devil. I meant devil. You're all demons to me. No, I'm kidding.
I
So,
honestly still get them mixed up, and another difference is lawful and chaotic. Like that's really the biggest difference. Is
23 to him.
that will definitely hit.
Roll damage, 8 slashing, and 1 psychic.
He's like, ow. Like, I mean, the sword, ow, but the other thing, kind of ow.
Stay where I am.
I mean, he's definitely injured at this point. He's taken some rents and some bruises, but you get the feeling he's still in the fight and like could still do significant damage if he was allowed. It is the second witch servant's go. She's still in it. She's gonna Eldritch Blast, but at Ulrich. She sees him as the 21. I think that one hit you.
Yeah, that just hits.
For 3 damage.
Oh,
It's like
oh,
pew.
you crazy witch.
And I think we're back up at the top of the round, and it's back to Finley, who's still pooping himself, standing next to the giant devil.
Nervously. But he's gonna shimmy a little this way to get a little bit more line of sight on these two over here. And he's gonna take a shot at the Baroness over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Countess.
I don't have any more spell
Countess
slots
Baron.
because yeah, gotcha. I don't have any spell slots left, so I can't cast multi-shot. But because I cast Speak with Animals earlier to talk to Ivory. But I can still
Definitely hits.
22
And I'd say that
to hit.
unless you roll terribly, she's dead.
All right, 8 piercing damage.
She did.
Nice. And so it just, again, right through the heart.
She stumbles around for a minute, clutching her chest, keels over, and that's it. That's the end of the countess. Anything else?
All right. I don't have anything else that I can do. So that's going to be it.
All right,
Sorry,
Tobith
I accidentally skipped you.
runs over to here and swings his hoopak again at the bearded one, saying, "Oh, Scruff Master, did you miss me?" Let's see if it was worth it.
It hits. Whoa.
Oh, Tobith.
Again,
Nice
you
hit.
bristle
Wow.
bastard. And
That is
right
a
onto the
most
same.
excellent hit.
All right. So he's looking really poorly now.
Bonus action of taunt on him.
All right. 20. So I think he's okay.
And then I run back over here again.
But in saying that, it is now his turn. And the person who has done the most damage to him is that small Kender. So he's going to
Ran away.
He's going to spend 1 key point. Final key point to dash as a bonus action and disengage. It's the same thing. So not to be opportunity intact. And then he's going to attack this guy who keeps loading in the massive damage points. 19 with his beard.
Yeah, he hits.
Doing 8 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Oh dear. Oh no, Toba.
What was that? What were you concentrating on? Oh, that's something to do with the beard, actually. That's right. So you're now poisoned.
Of course I am. No save for the poison?
That was the save. It automatically rolled the save, and you rolled a 6.
Oh, okay.
And then he lashes out with the dagger and rolls a 22.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh my lord, you're not doing well on the saves either, because there's a save with the dagger too. And you rolled a 1.
I will use my inspiration point for that roll.
To re-roll that. Yep. All right. Roll it with advantage. So let's go. You roll a 16 and you are fine for that, which is good because that would have been you lose 1d10 hit points at the start of each turn.
Phew.
So that is you. He's done it. Like he's just come around there and like smacked you with his beard in the face and then slashed you. It doesn't feel nice. But you annoyed him, and that's what he does. But that's his turn. Thankfully, he can't unarmed strike you because that probably would have taken you down. Magnus, it's your time to redeem yourself.
Magnus seeing his little enemy Kender take
Enemy
a couple of
Kender?
hits, comes in and says, "Hey, only I get to push him around." And I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna take a couple of swings.
19
19 to
hits.
hit. Dealing
Oh, okay.
13 slashing
You
damage.
can stop there.
All right.
How do
I'm
you
gonna look
kill
at
him?
Tobith and say, I'm gonna run past Tobith, and as I slash and kill with like a straight piercing strike into his chest, I'm gonna look at Tobith and say, seriously, you owe me one, as I take him down.
Yes, good.
And I am
What did you
remembering this
say?
favor.
Well, it took you long enough, Magnus. I was about to start shedding beard hair myself.
As
I'm gonna
you
spit blood at his feet and be like, seriously, this is not my day. And I still have
Has gone pretty badly.
some movement. And I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to here. No, to here. Just in case this person, last one standing, decides to move, I can take a strike. And I'm going to breathe. And I'm going to hold up my glaive in defensive position.
as you kill this thing, it basically turns into goo and then disappears. You get the feeling that maybe you could see him again someday. This guy. Anybody who knows anything about devils.
Ooh, could I roll a history check to see if I know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody who wishes can. You don't even know what a devil is.
No idea. I was like,
Devil?
he sees that happening and he's just like,
That's weird. That's peculiar. Um,
my guy just turned to goo. Guys, what the hell is that?
this
What the
lady's
hell's?
this lady's very thankful that she
Me-
wasn't
me-
made to stand up while still bound to a chair. He is also thankful he wasn't made to stand up while still bound to a chair.
I'm kidding.
Unfortunately, physically, it means he may be able to return someday.
Baron, it is your go.
Baron is just over it. He's gonna reach behind him, whip out his warhammer, and I'm gonna bonus action cast Searing Smite. Baron is very upset that he had to do the walk of shame to come back and guard up here. So he's just
Oh, Barry.
very just
Yeah.
angry stare at this person and just, the first step I'm making is breaking. And he's gonna swing the warhammer at her.
Redeem thyself, Baron.
Oh my
Redeem
god.
thyself.
I
Oh,
never need to use this
no!
warhammer. This warhammer,
No!
I've never rolled anything that's
Oh,
not been a nat
you
1 with it. Every attack roll with this warhammer has been a nat 1. I need to throw it away. I need to throw it away. It's so cursed.
It is. It's a cursed warhammer. That's what it is. Man, I really wanted you to hit with that too, and you've already used your inspiration, haven't you?
Yeah. I will. Baron will look even more ashamed. The hammer's still glowing because
She's just sitting there
he
like
missed.
breaking what?
Oh,
What do you?
And
What do you
his rock armor fades away because he didn't use his bonus action on that. So there's just a sad mess of rocks around him. He's just looking down.
A sad clatter of rocks.
Ulrich, it's all up to you.
Yeah, I want to move past whatever these two dead things are, and
The two dead nobles. Yep.
yeah, two dead devils. I'm going to attack this last witchy person.
She's like, hey, breaking and stuff. Yeah.
No porta.
Oh.
Like, she starts
Oh,
neoing it all over the place. She's just like, some techno music starts playing, and she starts just dodging out of the way of all your shit now.
Oh,
Every,
dear God.
every other
Oh, Matrix
every other
moves.
turn I miss. Yeah, I know. Like every other
A
turn,
swish
I
of her
miss.
robes.
It really comes down to, like that. That's the what is it? Anytime you shit talk, that's when you're gonna miss. Like, haha, I've got you. Oh no, I missed.
Oh, God.
Yeah. All right, that's it.
she's I mean, she's only got a dagger at this point, so you know what? She's gonna do the same thing, but to Ulrich this time, and cast. I get a con save, please.
Okay. And
Oh, boy.
Won't do it, unfortunately. Oh, and max damage.
We're
You take
rolling great.
12 poison damage to the face.
oh,
Oh, God. Oh, no, Ulrich.
oh,
And she's like, yep, something about the first thing of breaking is making, and I'm not no quarter, and then sprays you in the face with poison. So she waits until after she sprays you in the face, and then she does the shit talking.
Jesus Christ.
Let's so you're not actually poisoned though, so that's cool. And that is the end of her turn, and now it is Finley's turn.
Finley, seeing how badly they're whiffing on these folks, just oh dear, sighs and climbs up the stairs to get a little bit more of a
Battery
vantage point,
20%.
and takes an arrow, knocks it in his bow, and takes a shot at her.
17
to
will
hit.
definitely hit.
All right. And 6 piercing damage.
That's not quite enough to kill her.
Just shy of her heart. It ends up in her shoulder, just kind of
Well,
painfully lodged into her collarbone.
the bad news is that because she cast a cantrip before, I'll get a dex save, please.
God, okay.
Stop, please.
15?
So you're only going to take half damage from as your body is wreathed in flame momentarily.
Ooh,
So you're going to take 4 fire damage as she hellishly rebukes you.
What the hell? Right, shaking my bow, trying to make sure that my bow doesn't go on fire.
All right, thank you, Travis. All right, so we're going to go back to Magnus then, if that's all done.
Tobith?
Tobith
I did my action.
did it already.
Oh. Sorry.
Yep.
Magnus will step forward 5 feet and slash and say, "Just die already!"
No.
I just keep telling you every time you guys say it first.
Why?
Holy
Oh,
crap,
Jesus.
crap, guys.
But I do get the bonus
Yeah,
action
butt
of
attack.
end of next wave.
Oh yes!
That's
We
gonna hit.
killed the devil, guys. We killed the freaking
Feeling a hole.
that-
9
devil.
bludgeoning damage.
she dies. She dies.
Oh my god.
Magnus is going
We're
to collapse to the ground and be like, "Okay, it's done," and he's just resting.
oh my god. Finley, drenched in sweat at this point and covered in so much blood from everybody else, is gonna hop down from the stairs if we're no longer in initiative.
We're no longer in initiative. I will get Magnus and Finley to roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Perception with
Okay.
disadvantage, okay.
Magnus is doing
Not
Oh,
gonna
I
get
mean-
worse than that.
Yeah, you actually.
2.
Well, okay, 11?
Okay, neither of you notice anything. It's alright. Nothing happened. There was nothing going
It's
on.
fine, this is fine. No, nothing at all, sure.
I'm going to
Great.
I'm gonna move over to Magnus, and Auric is going to use lay on hands and heal at least 10 hit points back to him.
Alright.
Thank you, Ulrich.
I'm gonna.
Ow. That thing hits hard.
I hope there's something on me.
Oh god.
I'm gonna use the remaining 10 to heal Auric myself.
I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
unbind
That guy's dead.
the nobles.
Yeah.
I vote we rest.
Finley will unbind one of them while Baron takes the other. Just pulls out his hunting knife, starts cutting away at the ropes.
Baron just touches the rope and it decays.
Man, this is just the silliest thing. What were you on before there? What were your hit points before there, Ulrich?
They were 14.
And yours were what, Magnus, before?
And we're at 4 hit points, and then I added them to myself, but you can add them if you want.
There we go. It's all right. I muffed something up there. All right, so you're all out of danger at the moment, and so you're untying these guys.
Yeah. Baron got the nobleman, and I got the lady. I cut off the ropes. Baron decayed the ropes around the other.
They're crying. They're absolutely yeah. They're bawling their eyes out at the moment. They're just so grateful.
Who are the dead bodies?
They tell you that the 2 dead nobles there were actually okay, that's actually the Lord and his mother, the one next to him. It's not his wife. Were
She just looks really young.
his father, Lord Zakar Rumlin, and his brother, Lord Wedrus Rumlin, are the 2 dead on the ground who have had their hearts removed. And that this it's like we should really get off this big circly thing because like it's a gate to hell, and that's how they got this guy. So
Oh, that's fantastic. All right. Sure. Yes. And he'll Finley will help the one of the nobles off the circle. He's just kind of gonna scramble back.
yeah. So like
The
we've been here for they've been there for actually 3 days, and each of the others were killed a day apart, and they were soon to be killed. And each time they heard like large wings after the death throes and something leaving, and in the second one that's where they summoned the bearded devil guy who they called Eldon Lobo, who was some sort of hellish monk, and that they had planned to kill the 2 of them and summon more devils.
What are they doing with the devils?
Killing people.
Okay.
They're
This is a really weird world.
very,
These
very,
cultists are nasty.
very, very, very thankful that you guys saved their lives. They ask how you came to be here, though.
well, we were sent here by I, above table. I forgot his name.
Lord
Lord
Monder.
Steinmonder.
Lord
Scene or sign Monder.
Sinoson Munder.
Scene or sign. I don't like however you pronounce it. I don't really know. I say scene, but Monder.
Thing Munder. Okay. Yes, the Lord Sing Munder. I've got your horse, or his horse, Ivory. Just that I think we can put you on her back, though she does not have a saddle. So hopefully, there's that. But yes, we were sent here on mission to figure out what had happened to you. And he gestures to the Lord. As part of a creators going on, especially with the King's Games
Yep.
coming up. Yeah, especially with the King's Games coming up. Um, how are you faring? Are you able to move? Are you able to walk? I can get you something to eat. I got some tack here.
They seem quite in quite good condition considering they were obviously given food and water while blindfolded and whatnot. Stiff from sitting in a chair for that long, but apart from that, they seem okay. They were keeping them healthy enough that they could sacrifice them.
Of course.
Um,
Well,
they just want to leave and head back to the city.
all right, then let's go.
Yeah,
The sooner we quit this
Magnus
place,
is
the better.
there is a voice in your head saying, "Check the bodies." You don't know where it comes from.
Maybe we should
Before
check
we
the
leave, I want to
bodies?
try getting rid of this markings down here.
Yes.
That's what Magnus is wanting to use. Use his glaive to scratch off the ruins on the ground to break the circle.
Well, Tolith will be checking all the bodies.
100%.
You scraping it doesn't really do much of anything.
Okay.
Um,
What
Magnus
if I
will
cast
comment
decay
on the
to destroy them?
can you leave? There we go. Decay.
It's probably magical though, isn't it?
I'll allow that to work. This needed something a bit more than I scrape it with my thingy. Like, there is no actual thing here for that particular scenario saying how it would be removed. But I just kind of imagine that mystical circles can't just be like scratched off the ground. It was always my thing with like supernatural and stuff. It's like, oh, we're gonna put the salt line around everything. Oh, well, that's ruined your salt line. I just like a wind. Like, really?
Magnus will intentionally look for that dagger that slashed him.
You can't find it. It's gone. Just not there.
Son of a gun. Because he disappeared with it.
Indeed. So you search the room, and you do find quite a bit of treasure on all these guys, or at least somebody does. I'll get you not to look in the shared treasure for a second, but you find. Are you pocketing, like, because at the moment Tobith's the only one who's looked at the room, so are you pocketing all of this, Tobith?
Oh, Finley would help once he starts seeing people. Also, hearing the words that he heard.
Alright, well, I'm going to distribute these bits because they are for kind of everybody. So you find 9 copper, 12 gold, 6 silver, and a platinum bar each.
Nice.
There's still a little bit of gold and stuff there. There's also a gold ring and a silver necklace. I'm just going to go with Tobith probably pocketed those. Just
Yeah.
Probably.
and it's a nice little haul of treasure there. Should be. And now the platinum bars are worth 500 gold each.
Whoa.
The silver necklace,
Shame
because
that there was only
you're
two of them
pretty.
there.
There was 5. They were in a pile on the ground, man. There was no way you were getting away with that one.
Oh darn!
The silver necklace you reckon would probably fetch about 100 gold if you were to sell it, and the gold ring you reckon was probably 300-ish plus gold worth.
Nice.
With that, there's not much else to do. You've decayed away the summoning circle, killed everybody, apart from the one guy that's still upstairs tied up.
I'm gonna look to the noble real quick and ask, uh, pardon me, but do y'all own this here mill, or is it just abandoned?
This has been abandoned for years. It's one of the very old windmills that's not in use anymore. I think the crown owns them, if anyone. Like it's all the farmland and the grain mills and all that to feed the town. So, but this hasn't been used in a long time.
Interesting.
Well, do you think anybody would take offense if we were to collapse it? I fear about this unholy abominations down here. I think it'd be best to entomb it. Let nobody else come in here.
Yes, that's great.
Agreed as
Toba
well.
starts yelling and screaming in pain. He's just jumping around. He pulls something out of his pocket, throws it to the ground. I need you to give me 1 to 8 points of damage, please, DM. From this, and you see me throw out and away from me the dagger that you'd been looking for, Magnus.
You take 5 damage.
Oh, that don't touch that thing. It's nasty. Sorry, I happened to be reading it and it happened to see the good aligned creatures thing. So that would be neat.
We were gonna get there.
I will reach. I will reach for the dagger and
Don't touch
look at
it.
Tobith and be like,
Don't touch it.
"Why wouldn't I touch the dagger? It's a weapon."
It's not the kind of weapon you think it is. It's evil. It hurt me just touching it.
It hurt me when he stabbed me with it. This seems like a pretty good weapon to use to stab somebody else with.
Depends on how good you
All right.
are. You think if I felt like something, it went into my soul, taking some goodness from me. So you'd probably be okay, Magnus. Go ahead.
I feel nothing when picking up this dagger, as far as I understand.
All right, I'm going to put it into the shared treasure.
Could I do a medicine check over Tobith as Baron kind of rushes over and checks him out?
Yeah. You see where his hand touched the dagger that it's gone black.
24.
You'd say that yes, it looks like some sort of it's a magical wound that you would guess that somebody has to be aligned with the dagger. It'll heal by itself. It's not like terrible or anything like that. It's not sort of some sort of permanent injury. But you would suggest he
Okay,
doesn't.
that
He
was
didn't
my
have to
worry,
get.
that it was going to be like a HP maximum reducer or something.
No, it just looks like he's touched something that doesn't agree with him. Now, I would have to look at Mr. Magnus for a second, just to double check. Where are you?
I can state my
Where is your
alignment.
Where is your
Prefer
alignment?
not to.
I mean, no, I'm not. I'm looking for your alignment. I'm going completely blind in my old age.
Toward the bottom.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything to you. You don't feel any ill effect from picking up the dagger.
Look at Tobith. What's the matter with you? It's a perfectly good dagger that seems to be quite useful in a battle.
Keep it
I
away
don't know.
from
That's
me.
All right,
and I
so
will
don't take too much
pocket the dagger.
closer look at the actual thing that it does at the moment, because I want
I just
to. If you decide to use it, because I'm pretty sure it's attuned.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll go through that and what would have happened to you if you actually died from it.
fair enough.
So yes, they don't say like collapsing the place would be fine. They're not sure how you'd manage to do it. It's quite a big place, so how would you collapse it? But
Don't you worry about that.
yeah.
I got some.
So you're gonna go and leave and collapse the place. So I'm assuming, don't get me wrong, maybe you're not, that you're going to also remove the thug that you left tied up inside before you do that.
Yeah.
Of course we are.
You
I'm
don't
good.
have to, but
Yes.
can.
We'll take him
Magnus
with
is
us.
trying to suggest. Magnus would like to suggest we take a short rest before we collapse the tower, as I'm a little hurt and bloody, and I'd like to rest to recover some energy.
All right,
I
that
could
sounds
really
like
use a rest.
it sounds like a very good idea. So yes, you guys take a long rest. Short rest. Short rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finley, while they're taking a short rest, will put together something for everybody to eat.
After the short rest, once everybody is out of the way, cleared, I'm going to stand 60 feet back. And through the open door, I'm going to cast brimstone into the building and immediately drop concentration so it blows up, and hope it does enough to blast the windmill to crumbles.
Can I get? Let me have a look. Actually, I'm gonna have a look at your. Skills. Can I get a perception check?
Yeah. God.
I will give you advantage on it. I will give you advantage on it because it's to do with stonework.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, that's decent. 16.
So during the rest and afterwards, you kind of wander inside and you work out this point, that point, the other point. Like you kind of figure out where to drop it from. That it'll cause basically a controlled demolition.
Yeah.
And after you've done it, you make up some sort of theory about planes and stuff. No, I'm not going to do the conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Brimstone can melt steel beams.
You manage to reduce it to pretty much rubble fairly easily. And the old grinder is no more. Now,
Over the remains, I'm going to take out my censer and burn some incense and just kind of look up to the sky and just, hey, God, I don't know if you can consecrate this or fix it, but there are some dark things that happened here. Just try and cleanse it as best you can.
Think we did. We didn't take the bodies out either, so they've kind of got their burial place, I guess.
yep, it's all in one. All right, so
Magnus is just going to comment to Baron that, are you sure this place has nothing to do with how we got here? I mean, it's what's done is done, but a portal was down in the basement. A portal is how we got here. I just hope we're not stuck here because of what you just did.
If the only way back was through infernal means, then I don't want to go back.
I think I'm with you on that one.
I
Yeah.
don't
Well-
necessarily understand what you just said, but I understand your convictions.
I guess we'll get this guy and his mother back home.
And because you save both of them, you get a nice bonus to XP. One. 500 XP on top of the thing. So each of you will receive 480 XP for completing that counter. I don't know how that puts you in terms of your thing, but 4 to 5 is
3,300 almost.
4 to 5 is like one of the biggest jumps. We always forget that, but it really is. I suppose it's also that tipping point where you end up with, extra attack and all that fun stuff.
We're about halfway
Yeah.
there.
About halfway. Yeah.
So from here, the Rumlin estate is basically a charred husk at this point. They've already said they would like to go back to the city to see Monda at the seat of the Knights, and from there, see about rewarding you for your bravery. So let me know what you would like to do.
Oh yeah. Before I forget again, while we were taking that short rest, right after I got my rest, I would have gone and gotten Ivory, pulled her up, and offered to let one of the nobles ride on her.
The mother thankfully jumps on her back and lets you lead her in, whereas Lord Rumlin stoically walks beside you.
All right, and I'll lead Ivory by her lead.
So the trip back into town is fairly uneventful. The old grinder is far enough away from the city that people aren't really running to and fro to see what's going on. You make it through back to the Bastion of the Knights without too much trouble. The gate guards obviously just let you through. You're in the presence of two nobles who they'd be very familiar with, so they just let you through straight in there. And the same for the inner gate guards into the center of the city. Lord Monda is very grateful to see them, very saddened to hear about the deaths of the other two nobles, and is also grateful to you for collapsing the grinder. If there was this hellish gateway inside there, it's the last thing you want. He's very disturbed by the idea of these cultists and wishes to know more. In the meantime, though, he suggests you guys get some sleep because you all look worn out, and that tomorrow you join in the festivities as the King's Games are set to start tomorrow.
Rest would be much appreciated. I could go with a bath.
Suppose we have enough excitement for one day.
Yeah. You said it. Oh. Shall I head back to an inn?
Yes.
Oh, and once we've settled in, Baron, I have something for you.
Oh, what you got?
Well, I'd like to show you, but and so, once they get back to an inn, Finley will reach into his pack, and pull out some a if a brand new hand carved set of smithing tools. All as he holds it out to Baron, he'll say, in the week I enlisted some help from the folks at the smithy. And I carved all the handles and all the wooden parts for you. And they helped me with all the metal parts. These are for you. As just a
Oh, well,
token of my
thank you.
gratitude for the arrows.
I appreciate it, and he'll take it and give you like a very firm handshake. I didn't have time because weren't expecting it, but wasn't able to bring my ancestral tools with me, so I'll treasure these instead. Thank you, friend.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
So if you don't, do you already have a set of smith tools in your?
I do. I had starting equipment ones, but I will get rid of those for the new ones, or I'll just title them as the new ones.
Maybe add an
Actually, I
extra.
don't. I guess I've been borrowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go. Now you have a
well,
set.
now you officially have a set of your own.
yeah.
All right. We will probably finish there, and we'll start next week with the King's games. I will say that when you go back to your inn for the night, you see all of the banners up and all of the games mentioned. So if somebody wants to take notes right now, I'm going to go through them quickly. See, there is something called the Battle of the Tipsy Tunes, which explains in the rules that basically it is what it is. While drinking double shots of spirited leaf liquor each round, you have to then perform a musical number. And the person who can basically perform the best for the longest wins without throwing up, wins the game.
Of course, yes.
So it is a battle of performance versus con checks, con saves each round to see who does the best and who doesn't lose their lunch.
Baron, Baron, Baron.
The next one is called the Nimble Eagle, which is a competition to balance on a stilt and fire 3 arrows at a target that was 60 feet away.
Hmm.
Wonder
Okay.
who will
Okay.
have do that one. The next one is called the Lumberjacks, and it's a pretty much a single contestant constant thing. Each It's called the Merfolk Lumberjacks. Each contestant has 2 glass hemispheres fitted around their head that form a glass helmet. Attached and sealed with a leather collar. So basically, at the start of your challenge, the globe is quickly filled with water from a small barrel. Next, you have to lift logs in place and put them on a wagon while holding your breath with this glass sphere over your head. And it's a person who can load the most logs into the wagon while holding their breath underwater. Wins the battle, wins the competition.
And what was that one called again?
Merfolk Lumberjacks. The next one is a fan favourite, I know, of everybody. It's called the Greasy Pole.
The what pole?
The Greasy Pole. Basically, you have to try and climb a greased pole. That one's a pretty simple, straightforward one. Next one is called the Masters of the Wild, in which you stand in front of a thing of dandelions and you have to basically use them as a buzzer. And each round you get asked a question about the wild, and whoever blows the dandelions first to answer the question gets to answer it and win the round. So it's basically a game show with dandelions, that one. The next listed one is called Truth or Bean.
Truth or bean?
Bean.
As in BEAN?
Yep.
Getting beamed over the head.
Interesting. Okay. Curious about this one.
It's a card game of chance where the players collect and show several sets of card combinations to win their opponent's beans by calculating their own and their opponent's chances and bluffing and betting against each other's hand strengths. So it is literally a card game of bluff, and each of you has 30 beans, and you play through 3 rounds, and whoever wins has the most beans wins. Now there is for treasures and stuff for winning each of these competitions. The next one is called Giant's Board. And basically for that one, where is it? Oh, some of these. It's been a while since I've read these, so I'm trying to remember them from quite some time ago. Contestants are matched into pairs around the beginning of the event by drawing their names from an urn. A match between 2 contestants is decided by a contest of intelligence, ability checks, and strength checks. So basically you're moving figures around on a giant board, and it's like kind of like chess but a bit simpler. It's more just, can you move these really heavy things? And can you do it intelligently? Leap of Death is the next one, which is basically you have to jump. You have to jump off a cliff, and whoever gets the furthest out wins. And whoever fails really badly, it's a cliff. So take a guess what happens if you don't manage to make it to the water. And
It hurts a lot.
Yeah, those are all the listed activities for the King's Games. You do not have to participate in all of them. You do not have to participate in any of them, but they are basically the King's Games is like a citywide fair So there's going to be stilt walkers and magicians and clowns and all of the usual things you'd find and that sort of thing, and a lot of very, very drunk people. Those competitions are ones where you can go around and find them, but there are other activities and other things that will be going on during that, so have a think during the week if you'd like to go in anything and discuss it and chat whether you'd like to. I mean, there is no only one of you can be in any given thing. You're all going to be able to participate in every contest if you wish. Once
Woohoo! Have fun.
that
Okay.
is all done, it will lead to the Battle of Champions, which will be held in an arena at nightfall on the same day. So, obviously lit arena, which will be the big melee, which will culminate at the end of the King's Games.
Fair enough.
Apart from that, I hope everyone had fun today. It felt like that combat felt impactful enough. You guys were a bit worried you might all die.
Magnus, it did.
That was, yeah. There was it was a bit of touch and go for a second there.
Yeah.
Before we sign off tonight, can I roleplay a little bit with Tobith?
Sure.
What's up?
While we're at the inn, in the middle of the night, Magnus is going to come in and he is going to use his telepathic speech to speak into your mind while you're sleeping to wake you up. And he's going to say, Tobith, Tobith, how do you use magic? I don't understand what happened today.
I'm just figuring it out myself. I don't know. Go to the place that I went to. They taught me a little bit of stuff. They told me that was pretty awesome.
Do you hear a voice when you use magic, or does it just come to you?
It just happens. I reach for something and it comes to me, like that bottle over there, and I reach out and pull a mage hand and bring a bottle over to me. See, like that. I didn't even mean for it to happen, and it does. Didn't hear anybody talk to me.
I'm going to instinctively cast Detect Thoughts on Tobith.
Okay.
And just without even realizing
just
what I'm
wondering
doing,
what's in your
I'm just
pockets.
trying to. It's Detect Thoughts are going to dive deeper than the first layer. But you get a
Just
saving
wondering
throw
what's
on
in your back pockets.
that. Do you want to save, or is literally all you're thinking about is what's in pockets?
That's all I'm thinking about. What are in your pockets?
And what it would be like if
And-
they were in his pockets?
Intelligence throw, saving throw. Oh my god! How
He
smart
chooses
is
not to
how
save.
smart is our friend Tobeth here?
He can
So
choose to fail the saving throw.
What
Yeah.
the?
Oh no! Yeah. Oh dear.
he fails anyway. So all you're thinking about is what's in my pockets. Magnus
pretty
is
much.
going to
And what's for breakfast?
Magnus is going to stand tall, and he's going to use. I do have 1 second. A smoldering, which increases my intimidation check. And I'm going to cast Smolder, and I'm going to try to intimidate you and say, "Stay out of my pockets," and then I'm going to walk away from you into the darkness.
As you walk away, I say, "Show me what's in your pockets," and I try and charm person.
So hang on, I'm going to use my intimidation first because I get advantage on
Yeah.
my intimidation to tell you to stay out of my pockets.
All
Alright,
right.
I'll
So
try that too.
charisma.
Made it big time.
Is it
Oh no,
So
it was my,
and
whose roll was which?
25 is my intimidation check.
Oh jeez.
I hit the die and Okay. You got it, Magnus. I won't touch your stuff at all.
I mean, I don't think that's
Then
true,
I'll
but
just
Not that I'm afraid.
That was a pretty strong intimidation check, Tobith.
yeah, but he's a Kender. They don't get
I don't get
intimidated
Yeah,
and stuff.
fair enough.
intimidated.
But that's just all for me. I just was wanting to
Yeah.
I
find
don't
out from
take anything.
Tobith
I don't take
Alright,
anything
do
in his
you-
pockets today.
Do you attune to that dagger?
While sleeping, I will say realistically, the glaive is my most important weapon. No, I don't.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right, so you've just got that dagger in
I
your
just
thing.
keep the dagger with me.
Now
I keep the dagger with
I'm
me,
gonna
but I
tell you
don't
because I want to. So that dagger has a thing that if you kill somebody with it, or you basically stab somebody who's already been killed with it, their soul gets sent to hell and they can't be brought back except by like a wish spell or something. So it's like a perma death. Technically speaking, it's meant to be when you drop to 0 hit points, but I wasn't going to be that mean.
Hey Baron, thank you for cure woundsing me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it is literally
Gives you
a
a
no.
thumbs up.
Sorry, your character is not coming back until you're at least like level 17. So have fun with that. Um,
Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork.
I think you also get a bless thing there from memory if you kill somebody with it. So
I haven't attuned to it yet, but it is on my person. I have it with me. My glaive is my baby.
oh yeah, no, that's just it does extra damage to Celestials, and you get damaged if you're good aligned, and yeah. So resurrection or wish is required to get your soul back, and if you kill a creature with an intelligence score of 6 or more with a weapon, you gain aid for an hour.
Yeah. Well, I might want to attune to it later on in this campaign, but for right now, this dagger's just hanging out with me.
Yep. All right. So I hope everyone had fun with that combat. Look forward to the Kings games next week. It should be a very roll heavy session, unless you want to go around just randomly murdering townspeople. So be prepared for that. The role play, not the murdering townspeople.
If I attune to this dagger,
yeah.
I will want to murder some people.
Oh no. All right, guys. I think the campaign's taking a turn.
Yeah.
We might have to kill Magnus.
Well, he was nearly gone today, but you guys brought him back. No, it's all good. So who would we vote as MVP?
I'm looking at Park today, or Baron rather, for yet again continually missing with his warhammer and being willing to throw the damn thing away.
God, poor Baron, you really suffered this. Baron Magnus.
And I love the walk of shame was awesome too.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
So you walk out and go, rah! Oh, well, that did nothing. That's fine. I'll just go over here. Yeah, I agree. Anybody else got
I
anyone
liked how
else?
I would say Finley for hanging on to Magnus in the darkness,
Yeah.
regardless of where I went. I
Okay,
thought that was
yeah.
pretty cute how Finley was just like, listen, I'm in darkness. I don't know what's going on. I felt I'm friendly and I'm sticking with him.
That's pretty good.
I would put out Tobith for the one of the cleanest sleight of hands I've seen.
Thank you.
That was pretty slick. Oh man.
I wish there was a whisper function in this, by the way. It's that's annoying that there's no whisper function.
Yeah.
So but that's how we'll do it.
Yeah. But thankfully Discord those helps. Oh man, this is hard. I'm gonna go with Baron. For man, those tough bad rolls, the walk of shame.
I think collapsing the grinder.
And
I mean, that's
collapsing, yeah,
yeah.
the grinder, yeah, for sure.
I like that. That was a good touch. Yeah, I think most people just walk out and be like, whatever, who cares, and be on their way. So I agree. I think Baron, give yourself a point of inspiration.
Appreciate it. With my rolls, I will need it.
That too. So stars and
Yeah.
wishes. What you liked, what you thought might need to be added, what you'd like to see.
I liked the challenge of the devil in the battle. I enjoyed the um, not walking through the enemy for Magnus getting taken down. Like I appreciated the darkness not working. Like that worked out well for me. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
added a good sense of danger and threat for sure. It kept me on my toes because as the healer, I had to be constantly thinking of, can I afford to do this damage, or do I need to save this spell to keep somebody up?
Well, I can guarantee it won't be
Figured
the
yeah,
on
last
that.
impactful fight in this because I feel like most of the fights are fairly impactful in this campaign. Like there's throwaway fights because there has to be, but most of the major boss fight stuff will be pretty intense.
yeah. I also liked like the whole symbology of it, like we're getting closer to an answer to some of our questions, but it also raised even more questions. And it almost feels like we didn't really make any progress on figuring out uh, how we got here, why we're here, and whether or not we'll ever be able to make it back. And I think that's honestly cool and fun, and I like a good mystery and a hard nut to crack.
I'm honestly being a little bit more vague than the campaign calls for in that it has given more answers by this point than I have, but that was part of the reason that I got you guys to come in from a different place, so you don't really have that history here. Because I feel like it just needs to be dragged out a bit longer. You're actually not very far away from finding out some pretty big stuff. So, but I just thought, I'm just gonna just drag it out a little bit more and make it a little bit more. What's going on? Why are we doing this? And then drop the bomb on you. Hopefully in the next few sessions, and you're gonna be like, oh my god.
I'd say my only wish from tonight, I think we can, as a group, probably work our combat a little faster. Um, just in terms of really thinking about what we're going to do, kind of get that ready. Um, I felt that sometimes we slow down a little bit on that.
It's fairly common, but I get what you mean, and I did think the same thing a couple of times. But like some of that's knowing your character too, and you've been playing them for a couple levels, but there's still a what would my character do? How would I do this? How would I do that? So
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not
Yep.
too worried about that. But yeah, if it went a little bit faster through the turns, that would be good to push through those combats. Especially I mean, taking your time on the major combat, that's fine, but on the kind of whittling down ones. But yeah, no, that's a good point. I think apart from that, everyone was happy with the way it went.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was great. Yeah, no, that wasn't even a big deal. It just was a small observation I noticed. But yeah, and again, another thing with Park, I loved with the whole, like you did a really good job today with that Park with the whole, like the stone rolling on you, like just everything together really worked well today for your character. Although I did notice that you didn't
I
bother trying to
appreciate it.
heal
Thank you.
Tobith when he was almost dead.
I had a spell slot left, and I needed it to collapse
Oh, of course,
the
collapse a
mill.
building
That's
rather
the
than
only reason I
collapsing
didn't do
Kender. Yes, I get it.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, you were kind of that badly hurt
It
because you
is
just stole the
unfortunate.
dagger and didn't tell anybody about it, and then had to throw it away because it was hurting you.
Yeah, that was not nice. Anyway, have a good week, guys.
Yeah,
I'll talk to
and
y'all
head
next
off.
week.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, that was fun. Have a good week.
Have a-
Thank
yeah,
you.
Catch you
Dusty
later.
Catch y'all
week,
later.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.